Now, to get some insights on what may have happened, we have Dr. Sin Chin Chung. He's on the phone with us right now. He's director of the Air Traffic Management Research Institute. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Sin.
Thank you. My prayers with the family, the passengers, and the crew.
And ours too. Dr. Sin, what, in your opinion, could have led to the disappearance of this AirAsia flight?
Generally speaking, there are two possibilities. One is security breach. Another is safety problem. Security breach such as explosion, destruction, and safety problems such as aircraft structure incapacitated or engine electronic system out of order, and the human factor like a pilot error, and then environmental factor like weather. It's without knowing all the details, I cannot conclude the exact cause of this tragedy, and I rather hope that there will be some survivors also.
All right, Dr. Sin, as you say, there has been, we can't necessarily say what has occurred, but there has been speculation that the plane was flying in bad weather and that perhaps there was the presence of lightning. What's your take on this?
Yes. Having said that, I can say it is possible the weather this time played a major role for that, like very thick clouds that could result in turbulence or a thunderstorm, lightning. All those could be dangerous to the flight.
It's been reported, Dr. Sin, that the pilot, in fact, requested to fly at a higher altitude because of the bad weather. How does actually flying higher help a plane perhaps avoid or overcome such weather conditions?
Yeah, normally speaking, the thick clouds always has a finite height and a finite width. It cannot go beyond certain altitude. So apparently in this case, through some detection, the pilot decided maybe 38,000 feet would be a safe altitude. That's why he requested that. In other words, the thick clouds stop somewhere. It cannot go infinite all the way up. Yep.
Dr. Sin, we do know that in this particular instance, no distress signal was sent, but in emergency situations like this, what could the pilot actually do perhaps to regain contact with air traffic control?
If it was instantaneous disintegration, then it would be very hard. But other than that, there are two emergency measures he could have taken. One is through secondary radar transponder by entering emergency code, like a stress call, and this can be sent automatically to the ground. Another is through data link, either ACARS to airline flight operation center or CPDLC to air traffic control center. But apparently we haven't heard any response from those. So it's possible the pilot didn't have the time, the opportunity to regain contact.
Right, so we do know that there perhaps could have been options available to the pilot, but what precautions perhaps could have been taken to prevent such an occurrence?
I would say, above all, the overall safety management is very critical. Let's say if this time is due to the weather, I think we need to learn from this and speed up the effort to improve on the overall weather processing capability to provide better weather forecast. And in general, accident like this, going through 5 different phases: prevention, detection, recovery, search, rescue, and then post-analysis. Then precaution should and could be made in the prevention and even up to the detection phase. So we just learned, and we have to improve significantly on, for instance, the weather forecast and weather assimilation, dissimulation, situation awareness, hazard monitoring, all the way to decision support to improve on the ability to handle the weather situation. This is one example. But there are other, if the cause is something else, I would say the overall, the precautionary measure is to improvement on the overall safety management system.
Certainly many unknowns at this point in time, but we do know that tomorrow morning they will continue the search and locate operations. But what can air traffic control do now to locate the plane?
There isn't much air traffic control can do at this time, at this stage. In general, the air traffic services consist of several elements, air traffic control being one, but they also, air traffic service also covers aviation advisory service, flight information service, and search rescue service. So at this stage, obviously, it's out of the ATC phase. It's going into the search and rescue phase, and but still within the overall air traffic service.
All right, thanks very much, Dr. Sin, for those perspectives. That was Dr. Sin Chen Chung, their director from the Air Traffic Management Research Institute, with that update.